the later afternoon.
So she clocks out from work.
Correct.
The next entry is at 4:19 p.m. What is that?
Harley sends a text message to the defendant saying just got off, and the defendant replies back with yay.
Was that another quick response?
Within 1 minute.
The next entry is at 4:37 p.m. What is that entry?
We see Harley arrive home in her white Volkswagen Jetta from surveillance taken from the neighbor's house at 6643 Mandan Drive.
The next entry is at 4:50 p.m. What is that?
The defendant.
The next entry is at 4:51 p.m. What is that entry?
Right about the time the FaceTime happens, both Harley and Lena leave the house together in the white Jetta.
The next entry is at 4:52 p.m. What is that?
The defendant sends a text message to Harley saying carpet powders, 2 things, baking soda, trash bags.
Why is that significant?
Cleaning products.
As it relates to cleaning products, what does the investigation show as to the likely time that Gannon was murdered?
Prior to Lena getting home from school.
On this January 27th?
That's correct.
Do you ever see, through any portion of the investigation from that point on, ever see Gannon alive on any videos, audio recordings, or anything like that?
You do not.
After the defendant sent that text message asking for the carpet powders, 2 things, baking soda, and trash bags at 4:52 p.m., the next entry is at 5:07 p.m. What is that?
That's Harley attempting to FaceTime the defendant, but again, it doesn't connect. It's a 0 duration.
The next entry is at 5:08 p.m. What is that?
That's the defendant's phone having a 10-second FaceTime with Harley's phone.
The next entry is at 5:14 p.m. What is that?
This is the Dollar Tree located at 6955 Mesa Ridge Parkway, which is in close proximity to the Mandan residence.
And I'm sorry, go ahead.
It's a receipt where Harley purchased the items requested along with some candy for Lena.
The next entry is at 5:19 p.m. What is that?
5:19, Harley's attempting to FaceTime the defendant, but it doesn't connect.
The next is at 5:20 p.m. What is that entry?
A minute later, Harley again attempts to FaceTime the defendant, but it connects for 10 seconds.
And then 5:33 p.m. is the next. What is that entry?
Harley and Lena return back to the Mandan residence in the white Jetta.
The next entry is at 5:34 p.m. What is that?
Mr. Stauch sends a text message to the defendant saying, have kids FaceTime.
Did the defendant respond to that text message?
Not for about an hour later.
Okay. The next entries from 6:27 p.m. to 6:37 p.m. Is this the first outgoing message from the defendant indicating that something's gone wrong with Gannon?
It is, yes.
So tell us what is at that entry point, 6:27 p.m. to 6:37 p.m.
So at 5:34, Al wants to FaceTime with the kids and see the kids and talk to the kids. The next message is from the defendant to Al, 6:27 p.m., so almost an hour later, saying, Gannon said he was going to his friend's house, and I told him 6. I don't know those people. And Mr. Stauch says, send Lena. And then the defendant says, okay, hold, I'll stand out and watch her. Mr. Stauch says, if it's the ones on the end of our street, and ground him until Thursday. And the defendant says, Kay, it's pouring rain. Can you ask them, they may be why? Sleeting, actually.
In any of these text messages that are outgoing from the defendant's phone on both January 26th and now on January 27th, any indication that the defendant doesn't know who she's texting with?
No, no indication of that.
Any indication that the defendant is in some other altered personality?
No, it's consistent.
Any indication in any of these text messages where she's wanting to be called Maria or any other name?
No.
The next entry is at 6:38 p.m. What is that?
The defendant places an outgoing call to Mr. Stauch, but it's a 0 duration call.
Next entry is at 6:40 p.m. to 6:49 p.m. What is that?
2 minutes later, the defendant sends a message to Mr. Stauch saying, taking your truck to look for him. Mr. Stauch says, the truck is low on gas. The defendant says, Lena is running inside to see if he is here. Mr. Stauch says, okay. And he follows up with, where is he? With a few question marks. The defendant says, she just went to the door, Albert. It's sleeting. Mr. Stauch says, okay. The defendant says, not here, going to Lily's. Mr. Stauch says, what? With 3 question marks.
This text string, does that indicate, from the defendant's perspective at least, that they're out in the neighborhood looking for Gannon?
Yes.
Was there any indication that they were out looking for Gannon at that time?
They did go to one house, and Lena did go up to the door.
Okay. The next entry is at 6:49 p.m. What is that?
So immediately following that what message from Mr. Stauch, the defendant calls Mr. Stauch for almost 4 minutes, 3 minutes and 50-second duration.
The next entry is 6:53 p.m. What is that?
Mr. Stauch sends Gannon's phone a text message saying, where are you? And just like the previous message of hey, buddy, it wasn't read until 7:40 p.m. that night.
1 minute later is your next entry at 6:54 p.m. What is that entry?
The defendant places an outgoing call. It's 9 seconds in duration to the El Paso County, but the number 911 is
And this would be after that 5 p.m. clear.
almost 2 hours after. Yes.
The next entry is at 6:55 p.m. What is that entry?
Duration call.
Does this coincide with that 911 call that we listened to early on in the trial and that non-emergency call that we listened to earlier in the trial where the defendant is reporting that Gannon didn't come?
Those, yes.
Line that goes up to the top there.
But with this 911 call, this is a phishing.
And then does that line extend all the way out? The last entry is at 6:58 p.m. Is that non-emergency call that we page 2 of 3 of People's Exhibit 696.
It is.
We're on to People's 696, page of 3. Again, to just orient us to what sources of information are used to create this portion of the timeline, tell the jury what those are.
So nothing's changed from the previous one. The main sources are Mr. Stauch's cell phone download, the defendant's cell phone download, Harley's cell phone download, Gannon's cell phone download, and the FBI CAST report.
Okay. In the time frame of this particular page 2 of 3, or I'm sorry, 3 of 3 is what time frame?
We're looking from 7 p.m. until midnight.
The first entry that you have on this particular 59 p.m. to 7:08 p.m., what is that?
Messages between the defendant and Mr. Stauch. And she says, all of the call takers are busy. OMG, still on hold. WTF.
And then just go ahead and read for us each one of the text responses.
Mr. Stauch responds with, where are you? The defendant says, in the driveway. Harley has gone to the park. Someone's answered, hold. How tall? Mr. Stauch says, 4'10", I think. The defendant says, sorry, I'm freaking out, asking me if he has tattoos, asking me, does he use alcohol or drugs? 90 pounds, they need his social, I can't think. Mr. Stauch says, I don't have it on me. And the defendant says, okay. During this time, Harley left in the Jetta to go search the nearby park to see if Gannon was there.
And then the next entry that you have after that is at 7:06 p.m. What is that?
Harley attempted to FaceTime the defendant while that text conversation was happening with Mr. Stauch, and it didn't connect.
Did not connect.
Did not connect.
The next entry is 7:08 p.m. to 7:16 p.m. What is that?
In response to the attempted FaceTime, the defendant sends messages with Harley saying, any luck, on call. Harley says, no, I couldn't remember the exact road that the park is on. Usually can just see with my eyes, but it's so dark, so I can tell I'm at the school now. And then Harley responds with, look, OMG. And then the defense says, okay, anything.
The next entry is at 7:10 PM. What is that?
This is an outgoing call from the defendant to Mr. Stauch that lasted 14 minutes and 27 seconds.
The next entry is at 7:18 PM. What is that?
This is an incoming call from the sheriff's office to the defendant that lasted 1 minute and 18 seconds.
The next entry is at 7:24 PM. What is that?
Harley returned home from searching at the school and park.
7:31 PM is the next. What is that?
The defendant makes an outgoing call to Mr. Stauch that lasted 5 minutes and 35 seconds.
The next entry is at 7:43 PM. What is that?
Mr. Stauch sends a message to the defendant saying, anything? They found some kind of cigarettes in his backpack. The defendant replies with, yes, Harley found them.
The next entry is at 7:44 PM, 7:45. What is that entry?
Harley's FaceTiming with Mr. Stauch.
The next entry is 5 PM to 7:47. What is that?
So something happened during this FaceTime because the defendant sends a message to Mr. Stauch saying, why did you hang up on her? Mr. Stauch says, because I'm freaking out. The defendant says, we are too. Harley is crying. Lena is crying. I hope he isn't putting the salts in here or using the straws. I'm crying.
These messages coming from the defendant's phone, are they pushing still this narrative that Gannon has left and hasn't returned, and also furthering the idea that there's some concerns that he might be trying to experiment with drugs?
That's exactly what's happening.
The next entry is 7:50 PM to 7:51 PM. What is that?
The message from Mr. Stauch to the defendant saying, no police. Did you tell them possible drugs involved? And the defendant says, no police.
What is that a reference to? No police.
The police haven't arrived on scene yet to the Mandan residence.
Okay. The next entry is 7:50 PM to 7:53 PM. What is that?
Harley takes the Jetta and goes around the block, again, looking for Gannon.
The next entry is 7:51 PM to 7:53 PM. What is that?
This is text messages back and forth between Harley and the defendant. Harley says, ask Lena if she remembers any cars, old station wagons or old cars and colors. So this message string takes place while Harley's driving around the block. The defendant replies with, no, but don't go there by yourself. Connor's mom is on the way and she could go with you. And Harley responds with, okay.
The next entry is 7:53 PM to 8:00 PM. What is that?
So over these next 7 minutes, the defendant's sending messages to Mr. Stauch saying, Connor's mom on the way to start looking. Connor's mom said it's a stupid idea putting elementary at the middle school. Harley has gone to look for Jimmy. I think that's supposed to say I'm freaking out. I can't breathe. Have you let anyone know or waiting on the police?
And
Mr.
just,
Stauch,
oh,
sorry.
I'm sorry, let me just break in there. When you say that you think it says I'm freaking out, what is it? Just spell it out so the record is very clear.
FRAKAIJF space O.
And when you say that you think it's should be saying freaking out, is that based on the context of the message itself?
Yes, the situation that we're in, and she uses the term freaking out quite a bit.
Okay. And then the response from Al to this is what?
I texted that lady from SC because their son is on the same bus. The defendant says, okay, your mom, his mom? Mr. Stauch says, yes. And the defendant says, just in case they ask me, you talk to both. Mr. Stauch says, who? The defendant says, like, did you tell him mom? I'm assuming it's supposed to be his mom. So I know when they ask me if he made contact with her. Mr. Stauch says, yes. The defendant says, what is she saying? He taught her? Mr. Stauch says, no response. And the defendant says, okay, because they told me to have a list of people available that we reached out to. So I'm writing them down. They need social. Is it here? Mr. Stauch says, I lost them, remember? The defendant says, okay, are you in your hotel room? Mr. Stauch says, yes. The defendant says, babe, you aren't saying much. I'm losing my mind. They aren't here yet.
During this portion of the evening on January 27th, Is the neighborhood starting to become mobilized to be out looking for Gannon on this night?
Um, we're still early on, but yes, they start doing initial searches at night. Neighborhood canvases, flashlights, that kind of thing.
There's reference to Connor's mom being notified about something, Harley being out looking around. Uh, That's what I'm basing that question on, that this is sort of the start of that neighborhood effort to find Gannon.
Yes, it is.
Okay. The next entry is at 8 PM. What is that?
This is an outgoing call from the defendant to Mr. Stout, and it lasted 1 minute and 24 seconds.
The next entry is at 8:05 PM. What is that?
Mr. Stout calls the El Paso County Sheriff's Office.
Next entry, 8:06 PM to 8:08 PM. What is that?
The defendant asked Al, what did they say? Mr. Stout replied with same BS. The defendant says, what? Did we tell you he wrote, I'm sorry for everything last night on his notebook? Just trying to make sure I told you everything.
The next entry is 8:16 PM to 8:21 PM. What is that?
About 8 minutes have passed, and Mr. Stout responds to the defendant saying, I emailed everything. I emailed the teacher. Anything? Defendant says, no, Connor's mom was here, and everyone is going to the fields to look. Mr. Stout says, the fields? Where are the guns? Hello? And the defendant says, yes, like to make sure no kids are at sole hideout place they have. Mr. Stout says, where are the guns? Answer me. The defendant says, hold, I'll go check. Green one is there. Mr. Stout says, black. Defendant says, big one in my closet.
Then the next entry is from 8:22 PM to 8:24 PM. What is that?
Just a continuation on about the guns are.
Okay, tell us who is sending each.
Says, hold. Because I put it back in your crate. They're staying there. Stout says, okay. Curious, no one knew they were in there. Defendant says, looked under everything. Mr. Stout says, yours in there? Defendant says, it fell. Oh,
The record is good.
PSHHH.
Okay. Message,
The defendant says, it's got to be some older middle schooler. Mr. Stout says, yes. Then the defendant says, I was panicking for a second about gun, but that makes me feel better. So we just need to know where he is hanging out at.
that conversation, does that indicate that the defendant has accounted for all of the guns that would be in the Stout residence?
It does.
And does that include the gun that was ultimately determined to have been used against Gannon?
It does.
The next entry is 8:25 PM. What is that?
That's an outgoing call from the defendant to Mr. Stout that lasted 11 minutes and 47 seconds.
The next entry is at 8:33 PM. What is that?
During this phone call, the defendant texts Harley saying, anything yet? And Harley says no.
The next entry is at 8:37 PM. What is that?
It's a FaceTime, 18-second FaceTime session between Harley to the defendant.
And then still at 8:37 PM. What is that?
It's a outgoing call from the defendant to Mr. Stout that lasted 19 seconds.
The next entry is at 8:03 PM. What is that?
While on the defendant texts Harley saying anything, Harley replies with no.
And when you said while they were on the phone, do you mean
The
the
defendant,
defendant and Mr. Stout?
correct.
Okay. The next entry is 9:00 PM. What is that?
15 minutes and 50.
The next entry is at 9:18 PM. What is that?
It's another outbound call from Mr. Stout to the defendant that lasted 2 minutes and 7 seconds.
And then the next entry is at 9:23 PM. What is that?
It's an inbound call from someone with the same 843 South Carolina area code to the defendant that lasted just over 4 minutes.
And then are some of the numbers X'd out on this particular entry?
They are just for privacy.
Okay. But the full number would be contained in the Celebrite report for the defendant's phone?
That's correct.
Okay. Any idea based on your investigation who that number belonged to?
We figured out who it was, but I can't remember.
843 area code, is that Myrtle, Carolina area?
Yes.
The next entry is at 9:26 PM. What is that?
It's an outgoing call from Mr. Stout to the defendant that has 0 duration.
9:26 PM again. What is that?
So he recalled in that same minute, and this time it connected for 4 minutes and 36 seconds with the defendant.
And then 9:36 PM. What is that?
10 minutes later, another outbound call from Mr. Stout to the defendant that lasted 17 seconds.
And then 9:39 PM. What is that?
Mr. Stout called the defendant that lasted 1 minute and 23 seconds to
And
the El Paso County Sheriff.
9:46 PM. What is that?
Outbound call from Mr. Stout to the defendant that lasted 7 minutes and 9 seconds.
And then we have
hack his switch through Gmail. The defendant says, "Tell me how to do that," because we looked it up and it said no Gmail. And the defendant says, "Okay, I'll Google it."
And was there a particular search that we saw earlier on a particular phone about track switch?
There was.
What, just remind us what that one was.
Asking, can my parents find my phone, period, if it's off? But there was also a search in the defendant's phone that question, can Nintendo switch?
Can my phone be found if it's turned off? Was that search conducted before it was reported missing by the defendant?
It was.
At 9:57 PM, what is that?
Now about
And then 10:03 PM, what is that?
it's all from Gannon's phone to Landon that lasted 4 minutes and 28 seconds.
Based on the indications that you testified to earlier, is Gannon alive at 10:03 PM on January 27th?
No.
And yet a phone call is originating from Gannon's phone to Landon's phone, which is Gannon's mother. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Do we know who was using Gannon's phone at that particular time?
It was the defendant.
10:08 PM, what is that entry?
The defendant tells Al essentially how that phone call went with Landon. The defendant says, "She didn't yell, she just cried. Cops are here. I did have to tell her the whole deal. I didn't withhold anything because the cop was right here."
And did Al respond?
He responded with okay.
And then at 10:09 PM, what is that?
The El Paso County Sheriff deputies arrive with the body worn camera and the audio and the pictures in exhibits 210, 211, 310 through 315.
And is that also corroborated by the testimony that we heard early on in the trial?
It was.
Entries at 10:35 PM to 10:43 PM, what is that?
It's a text message. Mr. Stout sends a message to the defendant saying anything with some question marks. The defendant says, "They are calling you." Mr. Stout asking me questions about dental and the same things I kept telling them, and it's frustrating. Where does he go to the dentist? And Mr. Stout responds, "Fountain. No, no, no."
The
The
next,
defendant replies,
sorry, go ahead.
The defendant replies with, "I know, but I told them they're overwhelming me with stuff that I don't know or isn't relevant." Mr. Stout responds with, "But dental records are for ID, OMG." And the defendant says, "I'm overwhelmed because I'm mad at how long they took."
Are dental records in fact used to identify potentially deceased individuals?
They can, yes.
10:44 PM, what is the next entry there?
It's immediately following that last message. The defendant places an outgoing call to Mr. Stout that lasted 33 seconds.
The next entry is at 10:46 PM, what is that?
Another outbound call from Gannon's phone to Landon's phone that lasted 12 minutes and 6 seconds.
Do we know who was making that call using Gannon's phone?
It was the defendant.
The next entry is at 10:53 PM, what is that?
It's a picture number 511 taken with Gannon's phone. It's of a cigar.
And did we hear testimony from Harley Hunt about finding some Swisher Sweet cigars in Gannon's backpack.
Yes, at the request of the defendant to search Gannon's backpack.
The next entry is at 11:01 PM to 11:09 PM.
Message from Mr. Stout to the defendant saying nothing else, still talking to police. And the defendant replied, feel like I'm having a heart attack. Mr. Stout says, tell the police. And the defendant says, they had 7 people in here asking me irrelevant stuff when I could be going through the rest of the 562 comments. Mr. Stout replies with, you okay? And the defendant says, no, like I do everything I can, but none of it matters. And now I am asked why he was outside or drill me about other friends when I don't have the first number to one of them. I've walked this house for 5 hours. I haven't eaten. My chest hurts. But it's not about as missing
In the neighborhood or in the vicinity of the 6627 Mandan Drive.
other than the initial drive with Lena when it was raining out. No, it indicates that she was inside the house.
Was she on social media more than she was outside looking?
Absolutely, yes.
So we're going to go to the next exhibit, which is 697. It's going to be page 1 of 4. Again, just so that we are referencing the sources of information for this portion of the timelines, tell us what we're looking at.
Nothing's changed. It's still the same main sources. Mr. Stauch's phone download, the defendant's phone download, Harley's phone download, Gannon's phone download, and the FBI cast report.
And then the blue line, does it extend? Gannon is missing for the entirety of this particular timeline.
Gannon's still missing.
What is the time span for page 1 of 4 of People's Exhibit 697?
So now we're at Tuesday, and page 1 looks from midnight to right about 7 a.m., 6:59 a.m.
Okay.
There's an outgoing call at 12:09 a.m. from the defendant's phone to Mr. Stauch's phone, but it goes to voicemail.
The next entry is at 12:40 a.m. What is that?
The defendant calls Mr. Stauch and they connects for 8 minutes and 58 seconds.
And then the next entry is from 1:04 a.m. to 1:38 a.m. What is that?
Series of messages between the defendant and Mr. Stauch. It starts with the defendant saying, please help me, please talk to me. Mr. Stauch says, what's wrong? The defendant says, I can't sit on this house, Lena on the bike. Mr. Stauch says, did she see him while she was riding? The defendant says, that Gannon, and he has the hood on. He was doing that yesterday. The lady has a better image, but it's too big to load. You can see it's a switch case. Mr. Stauch replies with, what did you say he Googled? The defendant says, hold, I'll send, and sends a screenshot of that Google search from Gannon's phone earlier saying, can my parent find my cell phone, period, if it's off? And the defendant says, think he would trying to go to their house, the FV family. Sounds crazy, but he was looking, you saw their address if that's near here.
The USO, spell that just so the record's clear.
USO.
Okay.
I would expect the phrase to be he was looking up their address. Mr. Stauch says, don't know anything else being said on that FB page, which stands for Facebook. So that Facebook page. The defendant says, no, just people saying to start again in the morning after sunrise. No, she came back and he was leaving. Mr. Stauch replies with, huh? Defendant says, I don't know. I was answering something. People brought us food. And Mr. Stauch says, K.
This reference, the text message that you read from the defendant to Mr. Stauch that says that Gannon and he has the hood on, that sort of thing. Is this based off of tips that are coming in that Gannon might have been seen at different places around the community?
Yeah, there's some neighborhood Facebook pages and messages over Facebook Messenger with still pictures from neighborhood cameras in the area. And one was a boy wearing a blue hoodie.
Were those tips ran down by investigators?
They were.
Were any of them found to be Gannon himself, or were they not him?
All of them were confirmed to not be Gannon.
From 1:49 a.m. to 2:06 a.m., what is that?
The defendant messages Mr. Stauch saying the pains are getting worse, not being insensitive at all, just letting you know, please talk, are you ION, and press with up. No one has reached out to me but Lorson Ranch. I always give it my all and try to do my best at everything I do. Mr. Stauch doesn't respond.
In this message, the defendant refers to herself as I, is that correct?
Yes, I.
And then again, like we asked just a little bit ago, or like I asked just a little bit ago, any references to calling herself Maria or Jasmine or Taylor or anything like that?
No.
At 2:46 a.m., what is that entry?
The defendant messages their friend or her friend, Dietrich Moss, saying Gannon has been missing since he was outside playing yesterday. And Dietrich Moss does not respond.
Does this indicate that the defendant is still pushing the idea that Gannon has left and not returned to the home?
That's correct.
From 2:46 a.m. to 3:00 a.m., what is that?
The message from the defendant to Mr. Stauch saying no one is ever supportive to step parents, like they mean nothing when I did beyond my part. Mr. Stauch replies with, OMG, what are you talking about? Gannon is missing and you are worried about what people are saying to you? The defendant replies with, I have no one to talk to. What? No one said anything to me. Mr. Stauch replies with, dozens of people were out looking and people brought you food. The defendant responds with, I was telling you how I felt and that all I has here was the Lorson Ranch people. Mr. Stauch replies with, Gannon has no one right now. That's who has no one to talk to. And the defendant replies with, meaning I had other friends here. You totally read it wrong. There was no one putting myself over this. You are my husband. I was saying my feelings. You completely took it wrong. I never discredited anything. You were saying people were talking to you. Forget I even mentioned having chest pains. I was taking away anything. I wasn't taking away anything. I was saying they were worse, and I wish I had someone to help. Regardless, I'm human, a person too who has pain and worried. What do you mean he has no one? He is talking with his friends, maybe not good friends. He is coming home once he sees the news. All I'm saying is talk to me, like you haven't said anything about yourself. Mr. Stauch replies with, he's in a car long gone. The defendant says, and how we can help each other. Mr. Stauch says, there's no way he got to that gas station by 4 p.m. on foot.
Let me break in just there real quickly. Is this another reference to chasing down the tip that Gannon was at a gas station in the area?
Yes, there was some information that someone may have seen Gannon at a come and go gas station, but we confirmed it was not Gannon.
Was not Gannon.
Was not Gannon.
The next response from the defendant is what?
Long gone, like with friends, right? I'm just so lost as to what to say, and it's all so sad. I have hurt, but you want to talk to me about yours. So that's all I'm saying is to talk to me, help each other out. I can't sleep. I asked the neighborhood to pray for you on your flight and help you. I'm just so devastated. I run time the door at every sound. So I can't imagine you. I'm just hurting for you and me too, but I just don't want what to say or do or where to search next. I've been in his life since he was 5 and helped take care of him in most of his adolescent years. I don't understand. I think he may be peer pressured, and I don't know about the salt stuff. And like I keep imagining salts everywhere, and my brain won't stop thinking if he has food. We haven't eaten yet because we were supposed to at 6. Is there anywhere I could go? I have to do something. Please talk to me and tell me.
In any of these long text messages, are there any pleas for mental health help from the defendant?
No.
The next portion of the timeline is 3:05 a.m. through 4:42 a.m. This entry looks different than some of the others because there's more times listed. Why is that?
It's kind of broken out. Instead of making this timeline even longer, I just kind of isolated the times that these conversations took place at these timestamps.
Okay. And so let's have you read through these text messages, starting with the defendant's text message.
The defendant says to Mr. Stauch, "Babe, please, what do you mean long gone? Now I'm freaking out. I want to talk to you. I need to be there for you. I'm glad you have lots of people there for you, but we need each other. I need to be there for you most. Are you awake? What time do you leave? I feel so sick. I'm going to help the people search." I misread that. "I feel so sick. I'm going to help the search people. Babe, you said your plane was early. I can't sleep. Babe, are you okay? You are supposed to be on the plane, and you have said nothing in hours. Babe, you have to be up if your flight is at 6. Where are you?" And Mr. Stauch doesn't respond.
The next entry that you have on the timeline is at 4:56 a.m. to 4:59 a.m. What is that?
It's a message from the 843 area code number to the defendant saying, "Any new information?" And the defendant replies with, "No, I keep checking the door every few minutes. Last we heard, he was at a store getting food."
The next entry is at 4:59 a.m. What is that?
A message from the defendant to Mr. Stout saying, "I'm sorry that you feel the need to ignore me checking in, especially my husband getting on a flight with the tragedies that happened with the helicopter this week. I know you are worried, but it doesn't mean to ignore me and not be kind."
What's the reference to the helicopter thing?
Kobe Bryant's helicopter crashed and he died in it.
10 a.m. is the next entry. What is that?
It's a local area code number 719. Message to the defendant saying someone posted he wasn't at school either. And the defendant responded with, "He had to go to the doctor for his stomach. Honestly, I don't keep up with friends. Albert lets them walk around the neighborhood, but he was here in the afternoon."
Based on context, who is the he that's referenced in that text message?
Gannon.
Was there any indication that Gannon went to the doctor because of his stomach being hurting on January 27th?
No.
The next entry is at 5:27 a.m. What is that?
The message from the defendant to a person with a 631 area code number, and she says, "Albert is hurting and taking it out on me."
The next entry is at 5:41 a.m. to 5:57 a.m. What is that?
From 541 to 557, Gannon's phone is now messaging Landon. The first message says, "Left every toy," with a photograph taken with Gannon's phone of Gannon's room, picture number 514.
And for context purposes, again, was there any indication that Gannon was using this phone on this particular time?
No.
Was there any indication that Gannon was even alive at this particular day and time?
No.
6:18 a.m. is the next entry. And before you get to that, Judge, checking on time, how do you want me to go to about 10 till roughly? Or
We're at about 10 till.
oh, I'm sorry. Do you want me to go to noon maybe?
Well, you just need to find a good brief link.
Okay.
If you could find out in about 5 minutes or so.
Will do. The next entry is at 6:18 a.m. What is that entry?
It's from a person with a local 719 area code. A message to the defendant saying, "Is there an Amber Alert out yet? Is Al home?" Someone was saying he was in Oklahoma. The defendant responded with, "Yes, Oklahoma, and you can't do an Amber Alert unless you know that someone took them and have to have that person name and tags."
And we actually skipped ahead one. There's also another entry at 6:18 a.m. with the pickup truck. Is that right?
And that's what we saw earlier today of the pickup truck moving forward a little bit on the curb.
That's one of those videos that we watched in People's Exhibit 214.
That's correct.
The next entry is at 6:21 a.m. What is that?
6:21, the defendant messages Harley saying, "Don't answer the door for anyone. I'm going to see if people are out looking." And Harley doesn't respond.
The next entry, we have a map indicator here as well. This is above the entries below the timeline. Why is it above that like that?
If there's location data for a time period, it is represented above the timeline to show where entities are during a certain time period.
And we just earlier this morning had watched exhibits 215, 216, 217, and 218, showing the defendant's Volkswagen Tiguan leaving 6627 in the morning and then coming back. Is that what this next period, 6:22 a.m. to 6:32 a.m. is?
Yes, this is that 10-minute period where the Tiguan and the defendant with the defendant's phone went to Bradley Road and back.
Okay. And let's go ahead and stop there. We'll pick back up at the 6:34 a.m. Time frame on People's Exhibit 697, page 104.
Where you want to take the break?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we will take our lunch recess. If I can have everyone back in the jury room at say 1:20, we should be able to start on time at that point. Again, don't discuss case among yourselves. Don't discuss case with anyone else. Don't do your own research about any aspect of the case, and we'll see you back at 1:20. All rise for the jury, please. Thank you. May all be seated. Record should reflect the jury has left the courtroom. And did we ever find out what the issue was on that video? All right. I do want to put something out there for people because I know that there is some interest on this case or about this case on WebEx. If we lose video of the courtroom feed during any portion of the trial, we will not restart that until we reach a breaking point. The reason for that is that the default setting on the camera, regardless of how many times we've tried to adjust it, the default setting pans out. So if you tune in before we actually start the session, you will see a wide view of the courtroom, which includes the jury box with no one sitting there. However, if the equipment goes down during trial and the jury is there and we restart it, there is a potential of capturing juror faces. I've issued an order for anyone who is viewing or rebroadcasting any portion of this video that they may not capture or they are prohibited from capturing jurors' faces at any point in time. So to avoid that problem during trial, if our equipment goes down and it appears we had some sort of issue, but I don't know what it was, we will not restart it until we reach the next break. You'll still have the audio, but not the video. And it's just, as I understand it, it's the video of the courtroom that gets lost, not the video of the witness stand, is that right? Okay. That's the process. I know it's from my point of view too, but it is what it is. Mr. Clark, you can go ahead and step down. Is there any at this point in time? Press.
Of the so then we can buy the TVs off for now.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Well, I guess that's that. If we get caught showing any jurors' faces, we in trouble. Here, Kit, come up. Oh, goodness. I don't know what to think about today. I really don't. Today was weird. So, I heard JSB and Don Wells went at it last night on PGOA's channel. Should we listen? Should we hear what happened? Huh. You gonna come up, Kit? There is.
I'm here. Oh my God.
That was something, now wasn't it?
Uh-oh. Hold on. Oh my God. Oh, that's why. Hey, you know what? Oh my God. I feel bad for people's ears, but they had problems after me too.
Yep.
There was no sound. However, I have no clue why that happened. I muted my laptop. It would not mute. It would not mute. I had no control of my laptop. I couldn't get out of WebEx. I tried to leave. That's it. I'm getting a virus for law enforcement and the court system. I'm cleaning up my laptop.
They're not giving you a virus, but they probably are tapping in to see what information is on your computer about it. Though.
Yeah. I know I'm being funny.
But see, that's why it's a good thing how we do it now. We go back and forth. They can't just keep, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm telling you. And I knew they have control of your stuff per se, to be safe for them because that's happened before in the past. But boy, was I having some issues. It was horrible. That's okay. I think.
But that's why I asked if you were gonna do if you wanted me to go ahead and do it, because I was like, I don't even know if she's gonna be back up before lunch.
Yeah, I made a mistake when I said I meant you.
I kind of got that, but I was like, I'm gonna give her hell.
You should know better with me by now.
I know, that's what I said. I was just giving you hell.
I never make no sense.
Oh my God. I've been waiting for lunch because I really want to hear what happened last night.
Where?
On Prayer Gardens. Dawn and JSB were on there last night.
Really?
Going at it. Going
Really?
back and forth. Yeah. I haven't heard them talk at all.
Do you know that person that runs that channel?
No.
Oh, I don't either.
I don't like her either, though, honestly.
I don't watch them. I've heard of them, and they're just not my cup of tea. Okay.
Yeah, no. I don't go in there. I don't even think I'm subbed to her. But I heard it on Michelle Walks today. Michelle Walks was talking about it.
Are you gonna check it out right now, or?
I don't know. Should I?
Yeah. Listen to me. They're coming back at what? 1:30 their time?
Yeah.
1:20?
I think that's like 3 something my time. So 2 something your time.
Okay, so 1:20.
We got time.
So I say 2:00. Okay. I'm doing a notification here.
That's a quick lunch. Oh, no. They're not going back to court. They're coming back to talk about that the next expert. They're coming back earlier than the jury is.
Oh, they are?
Jury's not coming back until 2:45, I believe.
Oh, boy.
They've got it. The jury's got to be back in the jury room by 2:30.
Oh, they do? Okay. All right. Let me fix this here. What time again? 2:30?
No, the jury has to be back in the jury room by 2:30. They probably won't be coming back out until about 2:45.
2:30. So that's like 3:30 my time.
They're an hour behind you, aren't they?
Yeah.
And they're 2 hours behind me. So we're almost at 2:00.
No, I'm an
Okay,
hour.
that'll be 4:30 my time.
I'm an hour ahead of them.
And I'm 2 hours ahead of you.
Oh my God, how freaking confusing. All these different time zones. Okay.
They're trying to take away daylight savings time and stuff like that. What was I looking for? Oh, but you know that Arizona and Hawaii are the only two states that don't change time zone. I mean, daylight savings time, right?
Arizona don't? I didn't know that.
Nope. They don't go back and they don't fall back. They only spring ahead.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I think this is the one. Yeah, this has to be last night. Candace, you gave the search team a sock instead of the jacket. Yep, this is it. I just gotta find it because I don't, like I said, I haven't seen it. I don't know. So, oh, I am subscribed to her. Look at that. But I don't get no notifications. So,
Oh, really?
yeah, I don't go into her chats either.
I've checked them out every now and then, but it's like, okay, I'm not trying to be mean, but
like her mouth.
It's boring. And then I did hear some drama that she wanted to be in a relationship with Don.
So
Or something like
Andrew's up there.
That's weird. Okay, I'll shut up and listen.
Who's up? I don't know who that is. Jody Sue and Don.
Jody Sue, what about her? What does she do now?
change out of the shorts as well? I mean, did she completely change, or did she just take off the jacket?
I think after she got as far as what I know about my wife, when they get out of the swimming hole, she will put all dry clothes on her.
Right.
You know, and so
Really?
hats
That's
she
where
was
we're at.
or whatever, you know, but they wanted all her dirty laundry out of the laundry, and
Right.
that's backed up, and they still have today.
How come the jacket wasn't given to him?
You know, I can't answer that question because I wasn't there. I mean, it probably just in all the confusion and everything else and all the questions and everything going on, I would just say that it was probably overlooked, honestly. You know, ain't nobody trying to hide anything. We're trying to find our daughter. We ain't trying to hide.
I don't have you muted, PG, or I think PG has me muted. I don't have you muted, sweetheart. Jody, so we can hear you.
All right. Do you care to kind of just let me in on talk for a second, PG?
Yeah, sure. Go right ahead.
All right. Dawn, you know you're a liar. I know you're a liar. I've known you've been a liar the entire time we've lived beside one another for years.
Man, you
I
better
didn't care about any of it. I was cool. No, you're not going to do me like
You're
you
the
do
biggest
everybody
lying
else.
cunt I
buddy.
ever heard in my fucking life. Fuck you,
I'm
Dulcie.
telling you,
Fuck off,
you know,
Dulcie.
and I know you just
Fuck
lied. The
you,
traffic
dumb
wasn't
bitch.
at our
Get the
house.
fuck off here. Man,
No,
fuck
I'm
you.
telling you,
You're the
and you
biggest
know
dumb
it.
bitch I've ever
No,
seen in my
look at
life.
you being an abuse.
Wow, that's crazy.
You being an abuser.
And
I ain't Candace. I
Where you at, Dippy? You dipped out of your own show? Hey, everybody. How's it going? What's up, my G? Where you at? Where's OG at? Who else are we missing? We're missing Ob. We're missing Suge. We're missing Maisie. Oh, my freaking head is pounding, people. Something's going on with the chat now. Hold on. Hold on. Can anybody hear me? She pops on every now and then. Where wasn't you? Where are we? Okay. I don't know what happened to Dippy. I'm sure she'll pop back in her own live. So hopefully we get to listen to a doctor, because I'd rather listen to a doctor than this crap. Just saying. Man, I still got my headache. nobody's talking. That's okay. Okay, something's going on here too. Dippy, where you at, woman?
I have no idea what just happened.
I know, right? I'm telling you.
Oh God, it just like went, it kicked me out and said, it's coming up to where I can't.
So
Oh, you can't say now. You can't pick
I
the change the sound on it,
see,
and
I
I
think
don't
it's StreamYard.
want to play it without changing the sound.
Yeah. I think it's a StreamYard. Oh, you're not
I mean, I
using
have
Stream-
a lot of issues with Restream.
Is
Yeah,
that
I
what
am.
you're?
I'm using StreamYard right now.
Oh, you are. Oh, I thought. How come yours looks different than mine?
Yeah, I'm on StreamYard right now.
Oh, okay. I see in the upper corner.
I change
Duh.
them. Yeah, I change all my shit though. Like I'll change the brand, I'll change everything.
Do you like that
I
other
need to upload a
logo?
logo.
What's it called again?
A
Restream.
Restream? I like the Restream. I do, but I don't. Because I mean I like it, but at this point in time because of how my damn laptop is.
Oh. We lost her again. Okay, guys, I gotta put her chat.
Okay, did
because I can't see it on my laptop being on panel. So
what the heck?
if you're talking, I'm not answering. I will here in a minute.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell Alma where we're at.
I don't even know what the fuck I was just saying. Oh, so I got I had to add some more commands to my Nightbot. I think I got ET tonight where he's not gonna come out. You have to have it.
Okay, let's see if I can do
You
this
have to have
here.
more than 600
Yes.
emojis for him to say something. So he won't time anybody out anymore as long as it's
Shoot, how
less
do I
than
do
600.
this? I'm trying to send people over from my channel over there. They're asking what happened.
Where are they at? In your comments?
What the heck? There we go. If anybody's leaving comments on my channel, I'm sending them over to you right now.
Okay. Did you you put my link on it?
There we go. Now I can see. Looks like it's just me and you right now. Or mainly
Yep.
just me.
I don't think. I don't think.
That's too much.
For some reason, why it doesn't count my mods. It only counts the subs and viewers that are chatters. But I can tell you because, like I said, Nightbot copies everything in your chat. Oh well, I don't know what the hell I was looking for. That's not gonna tell me who the fuck's here.
You know what?
She's
This is the
here.
only thing I hate doing about lives. Oh, there you
See,
are.
I
Hey,
told you
girl.
somebody was
Hey.
here. It doesn't
OG.
count mods.
Okay, I don't know what happened. I all of a sudden did not have control of my laptop. I tried to even mute my laptop, and it did not mute through the court system. It did not mute. But you do know when you do lives like this and you stream from the court system that they do have a little bit of control. That crazy? You don't have one, I'll buy you one. You're so funny. Yes, Dippy, put a colored TV on your Amazon wish list,
What?
and I think Alma will buy you one. Right? Right, Alma?
I don't need a colored TV. Color TV. I watch the black
You're
and
so
white
funny.
on YouTube.
But yeah, I was wondering because you know what? I was so bummed out.
I need a new laptop before I need a new TV.
So I gave up.
I
And
don't
then
watch.
so
I don't
she
watch
went live.
TV. I watch YouTube. I need a new laptop, not a new TV.
No, all I want is your friendship. You, just your friendship.
Did you hear me? Woman, did you hear what
But
I said?
yeah, geez. So like if mine don't ever
Hey.
work,
Yeah.
she'll
Hello?
go live on her channel if I'm having problems.
She ignored me.
Expensive, yeah.
This itch. No, my
But
laptop
I am
is
going to
cheaper
do
than
the
a TV.
afternoon
Actually.
session.
She's ignoring me, like really ignoring me.
So that'll be what, 3 p.m. my time. Will you manage? Okay. Oh, is it? You know what? Laptops nowadays are so freaking cheap. You got to spend at least $1,000 to get a decent one. It sucks. And since I've been doing YouTube, I have been through 3. Okay? 3. Well, 1 desktop and 2 laptops. Oh my God, really? You know what? I should go to a pawn shop. Well, I don't know if I trust them though. I've never heard of a laptop 6075. Dippy, where are you at?
I'm right here. You're ignoring me. Can you hear me now? Hello?
Dippy, where you go? You got it from Amazon? A 99-inch TV? What? Holy shit. Oh, sorry for swearing. Oh, you got fur babies? Can you still hear me, Alma? Standard poodle and golden doodle. Oh, cute. Who's got a sexy voice?
Okay, can you hear me now?
Who's got a sexy voice?
Hello? Okay, can you hear me now?
I don't hear you.
I heard myself.
Alma, you hear me, right? Because I don't hear. Oh, yep, I heard something. Alma, you hear me? Oh, there we go. There we go.
You heard me?
I'm here.
I know you're there. Did you hear me?
You can't hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh my
I
God.
can hear you.
This is funny.
Alma can hear both.
I'm telling you, StreamYard.
Can you hear what?
The only way I can hear Dippy is if I. This is weird. Hold on. I'm going to go out and come back in.
Okay. Oh, my throat is so sore, y'all. I should be doing dishes right now since they're on lunch. Be a little bit productive today. No, she'll be right back. Nothing. Nothing productive anyway.
I can hear you now.
Can you hear me now?
Yep, I can hear you now. Jeez. It's, you know what?
Why is GT sore?
Why is there, what's going on? Do you
I
hear
don't know.
that?
She said GT sore. Huh? What did you say?
All my stuff
What
is
is-
muted. I don't know what's going on here.
I hear you fine. You're
Is
not
there an-
muted.
I was echoing. I think I'm good now, though.
Do you have an? No,
No,
you're
I
not. I didn't hear you echoing at all.
I'm good now though. That was weird. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're all good, Alma.
I don't even.
Did I speak too soon? That's the only thing I hate about going live. We will learn how to do this. Yep. She's back. Never mind. I'm going live on my. You got a channel, Alma? You go live on?
I don't know if I should play that on the channel. There's a lot of cursing on that.
Who? Me?
I mean, I'm cursing, but I know he's going to end up popping out with that N word.
Oh, okay. You're not full live?
My dog don't like the camera. My dog doesn't like the camera.
Alma, you got two, right?
I got to bribe mine to get on the camera. What a
Do you
snack.
really?
Yeah. She's stubborn.
Where did he go?
I don't know. I think he said phone call.
Yeah, I just got one. She's a Pomeranian. She's a baby girl. Oh, you got a parrot? Oh, that's cool. Are you going to play that video with Don Wells? It's 125 for me.
It's 225 for me.
So you
my
and
phone is freezing now too.
Oh, you live in LA? Oh, fun. You and Tasha were up in Discord all night too?
It was me, Tasha, and GTX.
Oh, really?
My laptop died, and I was like, you know what? I'm not going back in there. I got sleepy, so I laid down and fell asleep. He said they stayed in there for like another hour after I left, and I was in. The three of us were in there for about an hour before I left.
Oh God, I knew I had to get to bed because you know what? I didn't want to be late so you could give me crap. I almost swore. I'm going to get on there early. You bet I am. And then I have this horrible headache. Crap. Okay. I'm getting my phone out so I can talk. Oh, you're funny. Did you read her comment, Dippy? Oh my God. Alma should come on the panel.
No. I mean, I guess you can use it for whatever you want it for, but I use it for true crime files. Like I have so many channels in there from different trails, different missing children, different, just all different kinds of stuff in there. And just about any kind of true crime is in there. And then some of the mods have their own channel so they could put their notes in it They can put their own pictures, their videos, whatever they want to do with anything of the cases or whatever. They can use that for their personal shit. I can see what's in there, but I won't go in there unless you tell me to go in there, because that's your channel. And then there's channels just for mods, and then right now that have 3 different voice chat rooms. We have a general room, and then we have a video room.
What's a video room? Where you've got videos
And
like, so you don't get a strike, so you can
prayer
watch
garden
videos.
shit.
Yeah.
You can't strike or can't get striped or nothing in there. Copyright, nothing. You can't watch lives. I figured that out. You can't watch lives through Discord, but you can watch the replays.
Oh, okay. You're funny. I'll share pics of my ex. She's sexy but crazy. How long were you with
You're
her?
a nut. My phone is tripping.
Your phone?
Yeah.
Oh, 2 years? Okay.
What?
And she wants to hook up. Does she? Yeah, I hear you there. Oh, is she? So have you noticed, you guys, that why Letitia is always talking about the Kobe Bryant thing? What is significant about that day for her? There's got to be more than just that.
Because she said because, Kobe Bryant was her favorite basketball player. And, well, I mean, I can understand where you get upset if somebody, your idol or somebody passes away. Because I'll tell you what, like a few of them, like I cried when Queen Elizabeth died. I cried when Princess Diana died. I cried when
Yeah, I did Lady
President
Di.
Bush died. I cried when Reagan died because I attached myself to them. That's where I feel like I have multiple personalities.
I think everybody's got something. Just my opinion.
I mean, I've never been diagnosed with multiple personalities, but sometimes I wonder because I can sit there and talk to myself. And as long as I don't answer myself, I'm okay. But once I start answering myself, that's when I get scared.
Yeah, I was going to say that. If you don't answer yourself, you're good.
So yesterday I made Shug get a piece of paper and a pen, and I made her write down all the damn commands for the night bots.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to make a post-it.
Oh my god. There's like I want to say 13 right now.
Who's Lucy, Alma? I Love Lucy? That one?
No, I think that might be her girlfriend's name.
Oh, no, she died? Oh my. I'm sorry if she did.
No, there's 23 commands.
23?
Yeah.
Holy.
Well, I mean, you don't have to drop them. I'm not asking you guys to drop them all the time. I do need to make one with you. I need to make one with your link
Yeah.
So all we have to do is say kit, like the little star and kit, and it'll automatically drop your channel link.
Yeah, because I didn't know what the hell was going on, what you were doing. Oh, I'm sorry for swearing. Oops. I'm sorry.
Fine,
It's not
love,
my
you're
channel.
fine. You're fine. You're fine.
I'm sorry.
And I can make it really cool because I don't know which one of mine is the cool one. Hold on. Because you could add, like, if you do it on the phone, you could do emojis. You can't do it on my laptop. I can't add emojis to it.
Okay.
Um,
Hey, my G, you want to pay my bills? My tabs are due this month. I just try to be respectful on other people's panel. I do. I try my hardest.
no, we're good at Kurt. You're good as long as it's not like the N bomb or
Yeah, I don't like that word.
stupid, words like that. I don't mind because
Yeah.
my channel's restricted 18 and over anyway.
Yeah, so is mine.
Okay, I could do it like this one. Oh, let me put me in there first. There we go.
So you just do a sign? Okay.
Because
Oh,
usually everybody doesn't. I don't think everybody realizes you can change it, but it's supposed to be the exclamation point.
oh, look at that. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know it did that.
Yeah, I did it. So I mean, because you got thank you is the command, and then you have a message. You also have an alias, but when you put the alias, it messes it up. I don't
Oh,
know why. So
okay.
I had to take all the aliases away. And you can set it to where you can have everybody drop commands, or you can have just you. It could be just your moderators and you. It could be
I'm sorry, Alma. So funny.
you can pick what you want to do. I didn't no, you can't do it, Alma. You're not a mod, honey. And it's not exclamation point. It's exclamation
It didn't
point.
work. Oh, she's funny, man.
Here, hold on. I'm gonna go ahead and do that right
She
now.
brightens up my day every time I see her.
She got a thing for Kit. You like Kit Kit.
Yeah,
I'll
she
start calling her Kit Kat.
comes sliding in my chat with an attitude, and I loved it.
Oh, that first day, yeah.
It was funny though.
She was pretty funny that day. I gotta admit.
Okay, now she's doing it a different way. Still didn't work. Were you gonna watch that Prairie? What's her name again? Prayer Garden.
I was trying to fix the damn the speed of their what the
I
hell
was
was I saying?
I
The
wasn't gonna
speed,
boot you.
the speed of her the way they talk, so I don't get copyrighted or strike or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Give me 1 second and let me finish it. And
Yeah, because people can be all stupid. I don't understand it.
all right, so
You like all music? I
think
don't.
that's it. I think that's what I put.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, yep, it came up.
Well, that's crazy. You make techno? Oh, but she's trying really hard
All
though.
right, so let's see if I can do it. Please play nice, Dawn.
It's still not working.
I realize I'm asking too much though.
Okay, I'll mute myself.
That road. I even remember questioning myself at one point because there was so much stuff going on. I was like, am I losing my damn mind or what? You know, but
Right. You know, I have, you know, sometimes I have, you know, thoughts upon certain things, you know, that I would like to ask you and Candace, you know, sometimes, and you're not there to ask, you're, you know, fighting the arguments are. I mean, for real, like there are 5 main suspects.
well, my main suspect at first for a long time was Dudley because he
Right.
just had some kind of hate for me, and I didn't understand why. Because I didn't do nothing but try to do him right, and I couldn't understand why he done what he done. But then you got to put the drug factor in there. You know,
I remember you saying that he was showing up.
And guilty. It wasn't Allie or Hunter. Guess who they were calling guilty and still do, Don? Get them clear, Don. Go have them clear you. Go talk to them without lawyers, without PIs. Go have them talk to you, Don. Go have them clear you.
please.
I don't need a psychiatrist.
You really do. You're fucked up in the head, man. You
Oh,
just
I know people like you're good at telling women who tell the truth
No,
that
you
they're
are. I
crazy.
think you're good.
Right.
Oh, it's just me up here again. I wonder what's going on there. I wonder why it won't work. That's so weird. You know what? I think maybe I know the problem. I'm going to ask her when she comes back. I could be wrong. Just trying to help a sister out. Yeah, I'm so hungry, Alma. I haven't even ate yet. I don't know what I'm going to eat. I just might be calling Domino's. Give in and pay the $4.50. Hello.
Kick me out.
So what do you think the problem is with you streaming? Because I have an idea. Maybe what could be wrong. Do you have an Ethernet cord?
Kick me out again. Yeah, it's plugged into the Wi-Fi box.
Really? Okay.
It won't work on my laptop.
No, I don't know what a horchata or rocata or guava or whatever you're calling it. I don't know. Rice water? Is okay, never mind. Because I used to have a problem, like 3 years ago, but you're already doing it. You're doing the Ethernet, plugging it right in. So, do you have a bunch of tabs open? I'm just sharing the problems I've ran into throughout the years. Oh, rice water with cinnamon. Yum. That sounds good. Can you buy it in the store? Or it's something you got to make at home?
Ah, fudge.
Okay.
I can disconnect out of here now. I disconnected out of webinar since you're doing it after lunch, right? Hello? Can you
What was
hear
that?
me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's up?
I said I exited out of webinar because you're doing it, right?
You want me to
doing
do
the
it?
lunch.
Do you want me to go to that?
You're doing after lunch, right?
Oh, yeah. I thought you were talking about something else.
Oh.
Yeah, I am. 3:00 my time, Central. No, I don't live by any, but my cousins live in Arizona and they're half Mexican.
What part of Arizona?
Oh, they lived in Queens Creek, Buckeye, and
I don't know that.
I can't remember the other.
I've got
Queens
friends
Creek.
I got friends in Bullhead City and Kingman. And my cousin lives in Phoenix.
But I don't talk to my cousins ever since my aunt died, their mom. Unfortunately. We have a dysfunctional family. Oh, you got family there? Yep.
Just a little bit. Let me see if I can find OG.
Queens Creek, that's in Arizona, ain't it? Because when I went there to visit, I went to Arizona on a plane.
She's got a long ass name.
Yeah, Queens Creek, from what I was told, even from them, it's, a lot of people that are poor. Okay. And my aunt was poor. They struggled. You have 90 cousins? See,
Fuck.
all I have is me and my bro, and I don't even talk to him. And everybody in my family dies like at a very young age, between 40s and 60s. On a plane, excuse me. Well, it brought me to the
Damn it, there
Arizona
she
airport.
is. God dang it, woman. I wasn't meaning I was trying to find you out of here. I was trying to find your channel so I could put it in a command. Oh, woman. It don't matter if you change your name. It's going to be still the same channel. Your URL. Blah, blah.
Yeah, you know what? I wish I had family like that. That would be so much fun.
I've got
On a
my mom,
donkey.
my mom was the youngest out of 10 children.
Really?
Yeah, there was 3 boys and 7 girls. And I think there's 3 left out of them all. My mom, my aunt, and my uncle. That's it. That's left out of my mom's whole side of her family, besides all my cousins, which there was 32 cousins. I was the youngest girl, and there was one, and then there was the youngest boy.
Oh, wow.
And there was like 28 grandchildren or great grandchildren and 17 great grandchildren.
That's crazy. Oh my God, over 100 cousins? Oh my God, I bet your parties are fun.
If they all get together.
Yeah, that would be fun. You couldn't go to anybody's house. It would have to be, on some land somewhere. That's cool to hear. I don't know what it's like to have family that is close. I don't know. What are you doing, Dippy?
I'm doing OG's channel link or channel command.
Oh. Oh, your brother died? I'm sorry. Boy, there's been a lot of death.
Yeah. Tasha had me crying last night because her story kind of reminded me of mine with my sister, because she's not really my sister. She was my cousin, but she was younger than me. So from day one, since the day she was born, we've always been side to side, no matter if I was in the same state or not, we were still always close. And the day she passed away, I was supposed to be on the phone with her at the exact time she passed away, and I overslept.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I have like so much guilt, I guess, per se. Because like I said, she's younger than me. She's 3 years younger than me. And like, I'm like, no, this isn't supposed to be this way. You're supposed to be burying me, not me burying you. It killed me.
Yeah, I bet. I don't mean that, see, I'm behind on the chat. I think what was cool is you guys wore matching shirts. Because there was a scene like from my mom's funeral.
All right, so OG's is done. I just got to remember how I put her thing. It'll be in the second one.
Okay, you knew what I was talking about. Okay.
Actually, it's going to be in the first one. OG.
Well, I'm always behind on the chat. By the time I comment, there's a new subject.
She said, I know, dork.
I know, right?
Oh, shit. I got to fix that. Did the URL, did her channel URL come out?
No. Oh, it did now.
Okay. All right, I'm going to try it again because I think I put it too close. What are you barking over?
Why did I ask that? No, because I don't want people thinking I'm rude.
How are you barking at? Shut up.
Is that your dog?
I swear that dog barks 24/7. Okay. All right, now it came out better that I had to space it.
Oh, look at where my mind went.
GT, what's your channel name?
Does he got a channel?
Yeah, he has his DJ channel.
Well,
I think it's Slick something.
I didn't know that. You got puppies, right?
Yep, I got 12 puppies right now.
Yeah, there's so many people that put pics up that they don't even look like that. Old pics. No, I've never heard of that song. Who sings it?
Slick. I got Slick Knots in here. GTX, what is your channel name? Slow ass.
I used to hate taking pictures, but my daughter got me to know how to smile right. Otherwise, you know how you're making funny faces. Oh, it's a naughty song? Okay.
Because I need it. Why are you going to ask me why? Don't worry about why. Give me your channel name.
Well, I was thinking of Slipknot. Okay, that's heavy metal though. That's me. I
It's,
like heavy metal.
yeah, it's not slip. It's slick. And it's slick something with numbers after it.
She must have that in her blocked words.
Oh my God, GTX, I'm going to beat the hell out of you. Only way he's gonna friggin'
I love music too. It's like a therapy to me in a way. You know what I mean?
I don't like music. I mean, I do, but I don't sit there and listen to it. If I do, it has to be like the 90s.
You know what? I don't know who that person is, Alma, but I agree. Her chat over there,
Is
those mods are brutal.
is the name more than just Journey? Is there more to the name?
Oh, okay. So she has something against you. Okay. Well,
Damn.
she shouldn't be like that in someone else's channel.
Was that hard or what, GTX?
Okay, I'm going over there. I'm subbed. I'm subbed up, my G.
Dang it, man. Dang it.
Journey to Justice. Never heard of them. Oh, it's a girl. Yeah, there's some like channels you go to, and if you don't agree, you know, with the same whatever, watch out. You've been on the phone.
What? You got a monkey?
You got a monkey? For real? You're lying, right?
I need to make Sugar's channel one.
When I go there, I get a monkey. Okay, I'm lost. I didn't say anybody's lying. I'm a fan. I'm a fan. Oh, I gotta register or sign up as a fan with Facebook. I've never even heard of this. Hold on. I'll figure it out. There we go. Okay, I'm going to sign up for this. How do you do it? I'm no artist. Oh my God. If I'm not answering, I'm sorry. I'm signing up for this thing for G's.
You're good.
I'm not a band. Okay. I've never heard of this site before, but I'm signed up. I'll have to check it out later, see what it's about.
Oh Lord, y'all. Discord. I saw that. What is that, GTX? River are ever. What the fuck?
Elma, I don't like Facebook either. I got my my true crime channel on there because, like I said, I have a dysfunctional family and I don't like the drama, and they do that drama on there. The few I had left, unfortunately.
I'm missing my vape. Where's my vape? It had to fall. I don't know where to fall down at. Oh, there's what it is. I got it, slow butt.
Hey, your laptop ain't making any noise.
What?
Your laptop ain't making noise.
Wow.
Yep.
I'm not sign. Add your artist details. I'm not an artist.
I know, right? That's why I was confused when I went there.
I'm not doing that. I got enough shit on my damn phone right now. I don't need no more.
See, everything I do is on my laptop.
Between my phone and my laptop, everything. If this laptop goes, I'm really screwed, y'all. I took the money out of my savings yesterday. I got to put it back in there before I forget. I took it out just in case I needed it.
She wants to come up.
I'm giving him the thingy. Oh God, the puppies are out again. I'll be right back.
Come here, Nora. Come here, my sweet girl, Nora. So, baby girl. Oh, listen to that. That's a big dog, huh, Nala? Yes, Nala. See, I had a pit bull named Nico. He's such a sweet boy. But I live in an apartment, and he got bigger, and I felt bad that I was like not neglecting him, but I couldn't take him on. I couldn't just let him outside. He didn't have a yard. So my son has a house with a yard, and so he adopted him from me, and I get visitation with him. So you don't have my address no more. Yes, pit bulls are sweet. They get a bad name. They're very protective. You know, that's the deal. You see, if my son wasn't going to adopt him, I wasn't going to. I was going to keep him. I rescued him. Yes. He was abused and abandoned. He came from Mississippi. And then I got my sweet Nala. I don't know how people can abuse animals. I don't get it. Just like little kids. Oh, yeah. I felt Oh, that poor dog. And what was sad, nobody that came to adopt a pet would even look at him. I took a look at his eyes. I'm like, oh, this poor baby. This sweet boy. I'm taking him.
Tell you what, these puppies are assholes. Oh, bitches. I fixed this spot 4 times.
I love you too, Alma.
What do you
Jiffy,
want?
look, I put it in the comments 3 times on here, and you didn't see
Yeah,
it.
but I guess StreamYard is lagging because I didn't see it until the very first time.
Did you mute him?
No.
Oh, you're muted.
I'm muted.
Oh, now you're not. That was weird.
GT,
I love accent. That's so cool.
jump on a cloud and fly away.
What?
I said, jump on a cloud and fly away.
I wish I could. Been on the damn phone for 30 minutes waiting on these people to answer.
Oh no, he's gonna start cursing people out. You better not turn off my laptop.
I hate waiting around for people to call.
I know, right?
I hate waiting around for people to call.
I'm trying to get my internet hooked up.
Oh, gotcha. What, you live in North Carolina, right? Or am I wrong?
No,
South
he's
Carolina.
in South.
Oh,
He's below me. He's like maybe 2.5 hours away from me.
I could go so many ways with that, but I ain't gonna say nothing.
GT, just sit there and hush. Nobody asked nothing from the peanut gallery. Cracker. Hush.
I didn't say nothing.
nasty. Nasty.
All right.
But I just want to come up and tell you that I'm still on the phone with these people. Once I get off, I'll come back on if you want to. I'm gonna stay in the comments. So.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I signed up for your Reverb, or what is it? Reverb Nation.
Reverb Nation.
Yeah, and your channel.
Yes, I appreciate that. Some of the music you can actually download for free, but some of it you got to pay for.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out because I've never even heard of this site.
Yeah, it's a free music site. You can actually make music and put it on there for free. And then, like, once I buy the membership with him, it's like $30-something a year.
Y'all keep the chat for a minute because somebody's calling my damn house. Let me answer it.
But once I buy the membership, they actually put me on iTunes, all the major labels like iTunes and all that.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Well, that's cool. I'm not going to say that word. That's a bad word. So that's all you're doing today, Hanji?
Yeah, pretty much just paying bills and shit, get caught up on.
I was really disappointed that they had another on this trial. I was hoping it was going to be that doctor.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. How many agents do we got to listen to? The same old shit. Just say.
I know. I mean, they've had so many people up on the stand talking about the same shit. It's just different perspective about the situation. I mean, it's still the same shit.
It pretty much is, ain't it?
Yeah.
I know it's not a bad word. I just think it's a disrespectful word. That's all I'm saying.
And I think I'll be honest with you. I think the judge is getting tired of it too.
They got to be. They have to be. I mean, they didn't need all that FBI law enforcement. I'd rather listen to her own words, bury her.
Yeah. I just don't understand.
You know, when I hear the word beaner, though, I think of Cheech and Chong and that
Up
song.
smoke. Home answer the phone.
Way too much money. And look at this Dr. Lewis. I wonder how much they paid for her because, you know, the state had to pick up the bill. And look at all the law enforcement they took to get her.
Hell, the way they going, this trial's gonna be bigger than OJ.
I know, right? And plus Lori Vallows. But what sucks about Lori's, we can't watch it.
And I don't understand that either. I mean, they put this one on the internet, but they won't put the other one on the internet.
There's something with Idaho. Who else's trial did they have that way too? I can't think off the top of my head. They keep everything behind doors. It's so weird. Streets went down on lockdown during the OJ trial. Oh, the LA riots. I remember that. That was awful.
$43 minutes. I've been on this damn phone.
Are you on hold literally right now as we're talking?
Yeah.
No. Oh, that's even worse.
43 minutes, almost a damn hour.
That's crazy. See, I thought
guarantee if I owed the bill, though, they'd be picking that phone up.
Are you waiting to talk to T, Alma? Or you say, I'm waiting?
What are you waiting on?
I'm not waiting on T, believe me. She called me though, like I want to say 3 months ago, 4 months ago. Well, I got an email. They want to do that video visit, and I missed it. I was going to go too, just to see what she had to say, because it's been a while. Okay, Dippy, where you at?
Yippee.
Homie, you were standing on the roof with the gun when I was a teenager, trying to protect your family from that mess. Who else do you watch on here, G?
Nobody really. I mean, every now and then, I can't think of his name now, but he's like a comedian. Next time I watch one of his videos, I'll share it to you. He's Mexican.
Oh, okay.
Fluffy. You ever heard of Fluffy?
No.
He's he's crazy.
Is he a comedian or what?
Yeah, he's a comedian, stand-up comedian.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I like to watch because it gets so dark, true crime. I like to watch IRLs, those channels, and paranormal. Oh, look at there. He got his phone call. Hey, Alma, do you want me to contact Letitia and tell her to call you? Kidding. I'm just kidding. No, I'm joking with you. I said, do you want me to contact Letitia? I was talking to your mommy. Oh, you were talking to your mommy. Okay. How is she doing? Yeah, my mom was my best friend. I miss her so much. That's good. I am lost without my mom. She had me when she was 16, so I pretty much we grew up together, you know. And the last 10 years of her life, I was with her every day. I moved in with her to help take care of her, and then I needed my own space, so I got an apartment right next to her. Oh yeah, we were close. So I get what you're saying. Because there's time I don't. Okay, how does this make sense? I don't want to feel. You know what I mean? Because when I let myself feel, then I kind of start having a breakdown over it. Oh, you're the baby. Oh, wow. I bet she does. Okay, if Dippy ain't on in 5 minutes, just so you know, I'm gonna leave because I need to go eat. No, that's okay. 4 of your siblings passed away? Oh my gosh. That's horrible. How, okay, what's the age difference from the oldest to you? Yep, and then a half an hour in a half an hour, I'm gonna go live again on my channel. You should really get yourself a channel. Oh, wow. 48. That's crazy. 13-year difference.
Outside the presence of the jury at this point in time, prosecution.
Just one issue briefly, co-counsel Angelina Gratiano.
Oh my
was in the
God.
elevator, needs to share.
It started
apparently
already.
Some overheard conversation that a juror in our case had.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
Ms. Gratiano?
Yes, Your Honor. I was in the walked into the elevator, and Mr. Casey Kane asked me when we would be resting, and I think I mentioned
Oh my
potentially
God.
later today. There was a juror that was behind him. I didn't see her, but when she made herself known, I ceased the conversation. But out of an abundance of caution, I wanted to let the court know about that interaction.
Okay. All right. Defense, do you want me to inquire any further into that?
No.
Okay. All right. Is there anything else that we need to take up?
This is my laptop.
No, Judge, the only thing.
I gotta get on my
understanding
channel
is
now.
that Mr. Clark would be.
Oh my God.
Mr. Will Cook's witness.
I gotta go.
Okay.
So we might